Hey everyone, it is Saturday, November 5th. The time is 1:10 p.m. and the temperature right now is around 17 degrees Celsius. And I am standing near the corner of Bathurst and Dundas Street West. And this is Bathurst Street just in front of me. And that was a McDonald's I was just in. I was just enjoying a McDouble. And this is actually walk number 2 I'm recording. The first one took me from Koreatown over to Bloor and Bathurst, and then I went south down Bathurst to where I am right now. And I had that little snack, and now it's off to record part 2. And this is embarrassingly actually my second attempt at recording part 2. As we take a look east along Dundas Street towards Chinatown. And there is the CN Tower off in the distance. So for this one, I'm gonna head west here along Dundas Street over to Trinity Bellwoods Park. And there is an Artisan Marketplace taking place there. But on the first attempt, I don't know what happened, but I ended up walking knee first into this fire hydrant. And I thought I might have been down for the count. It was extremely painful even to move my leg for the first few minutes. So I stopped recording and sat down right there and contemplated what to do. But I ultimately decided just to shake it off and start walking, and I think it's good enough. But that is the first time anything like that has ever happened recording one of these walks. And this is Markham Street, and on that first walk I recorded, I briefly came down Markham Street around Mirvish Village. There's Dundas Shawarma. And across the street is Collective Arts Brewery, Tap Room, Kitchen, and Store. That's a craft brewery. It seems like every time I walk along this stretch of Dundas, I'm always on the south side. Men's cut and wash, 16 bucks. I'm gonna have to find a new barber shop. Looks like Church's Chicken didn't last very long. And this place on the right is pretty neat. That is old school. I had a chicken and waffles there once. That was really good. I think it's a modern take on a lot of sort of diner and other classic dishes of that sort.
They understand that it's okay for that to be happening? Yeah.
Up to 30% off used bikes. And here is what used to be Tilt Arcade Bar, and hopefully will once again be that. They had a fire, closed due to fire. Hope to see you soon. Follow us on social media. And that place has had a string of bad luck as they were kicked out of their original location up in the annex. It was an awesome spot. And they relocated down here to Dundas Street West. And now their new spot has suffered a fire. I think there was actually a GoFundMe, as I don't think their insurance is quite going to be enough to get fully back up and running. They do have another location that's quite awesome on Danforth Avenue, just before Greektown, called Z80. So if you want to play some retro arcade games and have a craft beer or two, I think that's probably your best bet in the city to do that, at least until Tilt reopens. So this neighborhood is known as Trinity Bellwoods, and it's bounded by Bathurst to the east, where I started, College to the north, which is where you'll find Little Italy. That is in that direction. Dovercourt Road to the west, which I won't be getting that far, and Queen Street and the West Queen West neighborhood to the south, which is where I'll be ending up after I pass through Trinity Bellwoods Park. And man, what a gorgeous day this is. I'm wearing shorts, a t-shirt and a light hoodie. I've got my sleeves rolled up.
That I should like put all of them on the Sunday that week.
A lot of the residential streets here are one-way streets, and they'll often change directions to prevent through traffic. There's a bike share rack.
It's kind of disgusting. I know.
This is Bellwoods Avenue. Good driving. Well, the good news is I think my leg isn't going to be bothered. I was planning on doing a bike ride after this. My whole day just kind of came crashing down, but fortunately it was nothing. So I'm going to walk along Dundas over to Crawford Street. And then I'll head south into Trinity Bellwoods. And I think that's where this marketplace will be. This is Grace Street, which essentially becomes Christie when you get north of Bloor. Not on the right side of the street to appreciate that mural there. What a joke. There is Trinity Bellwoods Park on the left. And this might be the last weekend to appreciate the fall colors. This is Montrose. And that is a record shop. Short Stack Records. Or maybe that fair is on Sunday and not Saturday. I'm not seeing it. Or it might be on the south end of the park. Well, that wouldn't be the first thing I screwed up on this walk. See if I can look that up quickly. Oh, this is Crawford Street. And just south of here, running through the park, used to be the Crawford Street Bridge. So I'm going to cross here when the traffic clears out. As the old Garrison Creek used to run through Trinity Bellwoods Park. So there's actually an old bridge buried underneath here. They ripped the lampposts out, but they left most of the bridge intact, and they just filled in the grounds. And they got all the land to do it from the subway line, which was being tunneled up at Bloor Street. And somewhere in here, there's a plaque commemorating the Crawford Street Bridge.
They saw me, they waved to me. For a good 5 minutes, had lost their bike.
Oh yeah, every bike was under maintenance.
Oh.
And it's a comedy of errors.
And then as soon as they shared the location, it was time to go, they started riding.
So this is an old ravine site. Things to do Toronto, November 1st to November 6th. As I've seen marketplaces set up in this corner of the park right here in the past. And there's an area up here affectionately known as the Dog Bowl. Artisan Marketplace, Trinity Bellwoods Park, November 5th. I must be on the right track. There's the view of a tower, or the tower. Often, when I've recorded through here, I've walked along the east side of the park. That old bridge that's buried underneath this park was built, I think, in 1915 and 1916, and it was buried in the 60s. And the original Trinity College, which is now relocated and rolled into the University of Toronto St. George campus, was located right on this spot. And that dates back to 1852, but there's not much left of the original structure. I think just the gates. That's the John Gibson House. Not sure what function that house serves. If you know, fill me in down in the comments. All right, so I think it was a farmer's market I had seen before up near Crawford and Dundas.
Is that why you have an open door policy?
I get nothing else.
And Shaw Street is just to the west over there. And you'll also find the popular Ossington Avenue off in that direction. All right, here we go. I have located the market. I think the gates remaining from Trinity College are actually the gates at the north end of Strawn and Queen.
Yeah, it's fine.
Anyway, so it was like it was decided, but
Right?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I need to decide.
Face painting. Artisanal candles.
Yeah, because this is what we're the bracelets I have, they tell the Crawford.
Hey, how are you? Good, thank you. How are you?
And look at this side too. Every side.
Full disclosure, in case you can't tell, I'm not really the type of person to appreciate this sort of thing. But I do appreciate this being in the city, of course. There's a look towards the tennis courts.
Sam's not comfortable enough.
Seems to be the place to come if you need a candle. I imagine there'll be some early Christmas gifts purchased here. Teaware. And a place called Dazzling Candles at the end. There we go, the Trinity Bellwoods. What do they call that? Artisan Marketplace. And this stretch of Queen Street here is known as West Queen West. I thought it said 11 to 5, 11 to 4. I don't know if that's a one-off or if there's going to be more of those. I like that they put free admission on the side. I don't think they could charge for an event at a public park, even if they wanted to. So this is east along the north side of Queen Street in the West Queen West neighborhood. Seems to be a pretty good crowd in this area. People enjoying the weather. And I am making my way back towards Bathurst Street, where I started recording this. Although, of course, that was to the north at Bathurst and Dundas.
Yeah. Late night drinking.
What I might have eaten was definitely not worth 30 cents. My mom's like, maybe.
I feel it like
This feels as busy and vibrant as it's been all year. It does thin out a bit as the months get colder. There's the 501 Queen streetcar.
Steakhouse, let's run. I'm probably.
I guess every child, when there's more than one.
Randy.
And I think we're in store for another really good day like this tomorrow. Guy's wearing a full-ass winter coat. I'm feeling hot in what little I am wearing. And this is Markham Street.
Another Barbie.
And we have arrived at Bathurst. Not sure what's compelling me to cross to the south side here. Is there a northbound Bathurst streetcar? On the way? At least not as far as I can see. I don't see an eastbound Queen streetcar either. And we have left West Queen West. Alright, so maybe what I'll do is I'll just keep walking over towards Spadina, and I'll take either a Spadina streetcar north or a Queen streetcar heading east. And this is Portland Street. And Graffiti Alley runs parallel to Queen here, just half a block to the south. That was a look into it.
Big
time, go time, show time, not for a long time.
And another look into Graffiti Alley, and you know what? There's a streetcar coming, so I think I'm gonna hop on the streetcar. I hope you enjoyed this one so far. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. And if you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there's a super thanks button appearing below these videos. So, thank you for watching. Sorry for the short notice end, and I will catch you on the next one. Yoink!
This car is about to divert off route.
Once again, this car will be going south on Spadina, east on King, north on Parliament. Spadina will be the last stop on King, last stop on Queen. For this car, this car will be going south on Spadina, east on King Street.
Off route. Next stop, Spadina Avenue.